Stevie, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Tell us about your role at Target.
Sure. So in my role, I head up media strategy. So within our media department, we have a very large ecosystem. So we have what we call digital media, which is our team very much focused on both measurement, our DMP, so target guest access, and also some of our more DR search type of activities. And then we also have media strategy, which really looks at what is the strategic framework for us to show up within media when it comes to what the messages that Target wants to say. So that's my area.
The average person, the average Target guest, probably doesn't realize that Target is this super sophisticated media company. And that 5 years ago, that probably wasn't even possible.
Well, we've always had a great handle on our data. The amount of opportunities have really just become more and more unlocked as we continue to go through this journey in marketing.
How do you manage tumultuous, rapid change and still stay true to the core values that everyone has come to expect?
And I think that's where Target is in a good position. Our positioning is bringing joy to all families in everyday life. So staying very anchored to that will never go away. That will always be important. But just through data, through technology, through just all of the resources at our fingertips, there's just newer and different ways for us to deliver on, like you said, what Target's always been trying to deliver on. They expect more, pay less.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So you were talking about staff and teams. I imagine that Target is a very different place internally than it used to be also. Tell us a little bit, give us some insight about that.
Well, for one thing, technology is prevalent. So even obviously within media, that's going to be a core capability that's important. But even within our creative sort of sibling group in Target Creative, technology is a really important component. So when you think about UX, when you think about the frameworks that we have to create to work with, with Google DoubleClick, so there's just a lot of, it's a more technology-based company. It's just popping up everywhere.
And what kinds of people are you looking for these days?
Quite a mix. We just actually went through this exercise a couple days ago. And what we really liked is we were talking about not what does a media department look like, but what is the role of someone with media expertise within the marketing world. And that has a little bit of a different angle to it. So we do think about data scientists. We do think about the role of technology. We do think about strategists. We do think about performance marketing. So it's a pretty vast amount of skill sets to really do this right, especially because of the data component that we have, because of where the world is heading. It's very vast.
All right, so let's talk about diversity in the workplace then
Sure.
a little bit. It's a hot button for everybody. I think Target has proven themselves to be a leader in this area. Tell me a little bit about how it feels every day.
Yeah, that's a pretty big initiative for Target, and one of the things that probably our foray in marketing is just how much we are embracing specifically the Hispanic consumer. So we have a program coming out with Telemundo, where Telemundo is actually, we're partnering with them in a content creation capacity. So that's just one example of kind of where we're leading in.
Let's talk about 2018 and
Okay.
what's exciting about it and what some of the biggest challenges are.
The way that I'm thinking about it is really, how do we lean into digitizing traditional media, and how do we lean into humanizing digital media? So we have a couple things in play that we're excited about, and one is just with advanced television. So we have a great partnership with NBCU, Comcast, of the 4C platform in the mix there. So we're looking to really advance what our capabilities are, and again with the guest data and Comcast data, iSpot's in the mix, so just a lot of really great partners, because there's a lot of outsourcing at this point that really needs to happen. So we're excited about that.
Stevie, thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, take care.